What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another episode of Player Ratings. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Dinamo Zagreb 0 in the first leg of the last 16 Europa League knockout phase. Job done at the end of the day. I thought potentially we probably should have got more goals and could have got more goals. And I was quite disappointed with Zagreb, with all the talk up of them in the build-up to the game. I actually thought they would pose more of a threat. I thought apart from the first couple of minutes of each half, they didn't really threaten us at all.
Yeah, I think they clearly tried to keep it tight to go into the second leg with something to play for, with something to fight. Like the result is still in hand, but with 2-0, it's very, very difficult. But you know, if they do get the first goal in Croatia, it's still very open.
But all you need is a goal, and you would
one
say
goal, and then you're thinking Zagreb, no way they're going to score 4 against us. But maybe we'll see a different side in the second leg. But yeah, 2-0 result is, I think, the clean sheet is the most important thing in the home leg in this kind of game. So very important we got that, and good to get that 2-goal advantage as well.
All right, well, let's get straight into it. There were some really good performances out there last night, and let's start off with Hugo Laurice. We gave him a 6. Made 2 saves, but pretty much routine saves, to be honest, from Hugo Laurice. I thought that, he was just really untested. I mean, they showed no adventure really at all, Zagreb. So you got to say Hugo Laurice was really untested in this one.
Yeah, both from outside the box, weren't they? I think both shots. So nothing really of note that he was really trouble. I think it was Petkovic who had that shot from 25 yards. It was bouncing just in front of Laurice. He held it well, but nothing too much of note. He had an easy night again.
Yep. Let's move on to Serge Aurier. We gave him a 7. It was great to see Serge back in the side, strolling up that right-hand side, up and down, up and down. He was providing a good outlet on that right-hand side. I thought, to be honest, with Serge, he dealt with everything really well, and I thought he played really well, but I thought his final ball really let him down yesterday, and I thought that was probably his biggest flaw of the game.
Yeah, I think he got in a lot of good positions, and he probably will be disappointed he didn't get an assist on his name or anything. I think his final delivery was better than what we see from Matt Doherty on a regular basis. I thought he whipped in some good crosses, but wasn't really on a play for anyone, so unfortunately didn't come by anything. But I thought he had a really good game. I thought defensively he was exceptional. I thought he was so aggressive, just like the Serge that has been for consistent this season. I thought he was really, really good, and he'll be disappointed in getting assists. But I thought it was a great performance from him.
Yeah, definitely, and I really hope he does start this weekend.
Me too, bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to Davinson Sanchez. We gave him a 7. Yet another good display now from Davinson Sanchez, and now we're talking about 3 or 4 really good displays in a row now from Davinson. Yes, he was fairly untested, but when you are untested like that, you need to keep your concentration levels for the whole game, and he did that, and I thought he was cool, calm, composed on the ball, dealt with everything that came his way. So you got to say, well done, Davinson Sanchez again.
Yeah, he actually used some passing in this game. I remember though he did a few pings from right to left, which was finding Son on the left-hand side, and that was quite impressive from him, but which we haven't seen too much of in his Spurs career so far. But I completely agree. I thought he was really, really good in terms of how aggressive he was. No mistakes as well. I thought he was really composed. I thought it was a good performance from Sanchez. I'm much liked it, and hopefully he carries on this vein of form, and hopefully he can build on these performances. But the test will really come on Sunday, see where he's really at.
Yeah, definitely. Let's move on to Eric Dier. We also gave him a 7, back in the side after a few games out. And I don't think he did I don't think he did himself a disservice or anything. I thought he'd played well. Like we said for Sanchez and Laurice, really untested, but everything that came his way, I thought he dealt with. A few kind of slightly shaky moments, but look, good display.
Yeah, he got that yellow card, which was pretty unnecessary at the time. I don't think he was I think Sanchez was probably slightly better than him. But they both had a fairly comfortable evening, and he was confident enough for a number of times to be pushing up round to the halfway line and coming into midfield and trying to create more pressure on the Zagreb defence, and it kind of worked. So decent display by Dier, but I think Toby has to come in on the weekend.
All right, let's move on to Ben Davies. We gave him a 7 as well. I thought it was a really good display from Ben Davies. I thought that maybe in the early embers of the game, I thought he kind of struggled to get into the game fairly quickly, but I thought once he did get into that game, I thought he was absolutely really good. He was pushing up on that left-hand side. He was winning the ball back high up the pitch time after time after time. His passing was good. He was getting balls into the box, albeit not great delivery into the box, but he was providing an outlet on that left-hand side. He was involved in some good link-up play as well throughout the game. But yeah, good display.
Yeah, he was very aggressive, which is not something we've seen of Ben Davies a lot. He was getting over the halfway line more than once a game, which was really nice to see. And I thought he linked up really well with Sonny and with and with other players on the left hand side. I thought he had a decent game. Look, he had a good game. He had a good game because before he's kind of stuck in that back three. You kind of feel like he's hesitant to go forward, doesn't trust himself. But yesterday, I thought he did have that trust in him, his ability, and I thought he came up up trump with the performance, and I thought it was a good performance from him.
Let's move on to Moussa Sissoko. We gave him a 6. I thought it was actually one of Moussa's better displays for this season. But to be honest, that's not saying much. I don't think he's had such a great season, Moussa, to be honest. But I thought he worked well with Tanguy Ndombele in the middle of the park in that double pivot. I thought he was moving around nicely. A lot of recoveries there, 10 recoveries, which you got to say well on Moussa for that. And as well, 4 of his 6 duels won. So I thought in terms of that midfield destroyer role, he did well, Moussa, yesterday.
Yeah, I think he did all right from that kind of role. I think in terms of his because we spent a lot of time on the ball. I think we had like 65% possession or something, and he saw a lot of it. He was actually in a lot of space, and I felt like he didn't do anywhere near enough when he actually had that space to really hurt Zagreb or anything. Because I feel like whenever Ndombele was on the ball, they always had 2 or 3 men on him. But when Sissoko was on the ball, they kind of just let him have free reign and do whatever he wanted, and he kind of couldn't do much with it. But I think off the ball,
we know Moussa's limitations.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's exactly proved yesterday. I thought. Off the ball, I thought he was fine. I thought he did well, and he did his job, and it was a decent display. But yeah, we all know his on the ball limitations, and I think he kind of displayed that yesterday.
Let's move on to Tanguy Ndombele. We gave him a 7. I thought it was a bit hot and cold yesterday from Tanguy. For the most part, I thought that the majority of good things going forward all started with Tanguy yesterday. He was playing some brilliant deliveries into the box. That 4 recoveries, 1 interception, and yeah, like I say, I really like some parts of Tanguy's display. I thought defensively as well, he was getting himself involved. So yeah, good display from Tanguy.
He's always one looking to pass it in between the lines and asking different questions to the defence, even when he's not dribbling past 2 or 3 players, which he was quite often yesterday anyway. He's still posing different kinds of questions, and I hear he did some and also the second goal, I believe, was a really nice long-range pass by Tanguy, which we don't see too much of.
It was,
and he sprayed it really nicely out wide to Aurier, who got the cross in, and obviously led to Harry Kane's second goal. And I thought it was really, really impressive from Ndombele. Another good display, and he helped us dominate midfield. And especially when teams like Zagreb are camped out on our half, players like Ndombele are absolutely crucial to us breaking that wall.
Yeah, completely agree. Eric Lamela, we gave him an 8. I thought an astonishing display from Eric Lamela yesterday. And, you got to call on Eric Lamela to put these performances week in, week out, which he's doing at the moment. You can't say anything bad about him at the moment because he's doing those performances at the moment. He's providing so much positively to the team. Going forward, pressing from the front, his dribbling has taken it up to a new notch. I mean, the way he just drifted past the Zagreb defence and then hit the post, unfortunately hit the post because that move really deserved the goal. I thought basically in his performance yesterday, everything was there apart from the goal.
Yeah, I thought he played really, really well. He was a thorn in that Zagreb side the whole time he was on the pitch. I think he did tire a bit in the second half.
Yeah.
But I thought that run in the first half was really exceptional and it deserved a goal, and it's so unlucky for it to hit the post. But I thought, his industriousness off the ball, got 4 tackles, which is more than anyone on the pitch. Just how many times we said that? I think Lamela got more tackles last game as well, and he's only on for 20 minutes. That's what he gives to the team. That's what he can provide. And when he's in this kind of mood and when he's playing this kind of way and when he's helping the team on and off the ball like he was yesterday, he can be a real good member of the squad. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him on the pitch enough. But that's been his biggest criticism, is just his injury record. But I thought when he's on the pitch like he was yesterday and he's dribbling past 3-4 players and really causing a nuisance for Zagreb, that's when he's at his best. And I thought he had a really great game. Yeah,
it's not even just getting him on the pitch enough. It's also when he does have a run of games, sometimes he can be a bit inconsistent and kind of vanish out of games. But you got to say, in the last month, every time he's played, he's been brilliant.
Yeah, he has. Ever since that West Brom game, he's had a really good run.
Let's move on to Dele Alli. We gave him a 5. Unfortunately, I don't think Dele did anywhere near enough yesterday in the game. I thought there were some nice passes in and around the edge of the area, of the Dinamo Zagreb area, but I thought he just didn't influence this game enough. And you're calling for someone like Dele Alli to come in, grab the game by the scruff of the neck, get a goal, maybe a couple of assists, but he just didn't. and he, didn't have any chances, really, didn't have any shots. And you got a call on Dele Alli to provide more against a team like that.
Yeah, he was kind of frustrating yesterday. He tried to make things happen, and I don't criticise him for that, but not much was coming off, and he did seem a bit weak. He was kind of just being bullied off the ball a bit, and he was kind of just not really getting involved, like really trying to hurt Zagreb. It wasn't really coming off for him, and it was just one of those performances where he was just a bit out of it yesterday, Dele, and he kind of needs to be on it to make a constant influence in the game. Otherwise, he kind of just drifts, and he kind of just loses the ball a lot, and it was one of those games for Dele. I felt it wasn't awful because I thought a couple of times he was linking the play well, and I thought he was involved in the first goal as well, passing it into Lamela, who went before he went on that run, which was decent. But other than that,
would have been the best assist.
Yeah, unbelievable assist. But didn't do too much, Dele.
Let's move on to Heung-min Son. We gave him a 6 as well. I was quite disappointed. It wasn't the best display from Heung-min Son yesterday. Again, no assist, no goal, which you don't really associate with Heung-min Son, especially this season. He was doing a lot of running for the team, a lot of defensive work, kind of pressing from the front as well. But with Sonny, you really got to say he's got to be adding to the assists and the goals, which he didn't really come close to yesterday. Yeah,
when you're taking off a player like Son after 65 minutes, that shows you how tired or potentially he is and how much of a rest he needs. And I thought Mourinho acknowledged that by taking him off a bit earlier. I thought he did a few nice things. I remember there was one really deep cross to the back post for Harry Kane, who nodded across the face of goal, and no one was there to tap it home. And that was a really great cross by Sonny. And he was involved in a few of the attacking moves. But when you have someone like Son on the pitch, you're expecting more of a goal threat, and he wasn't really providing that. It was tough for him out wide the left. I think a lot of the time he had 2 defenders on him, and he had to try to make something happen.
Yeah.
And it was difficult. But unfortunately, he wasn't as involved as I would have liked him to. But he still did some good things. It wasn't a bad performance.
Yeah, I agree. Harry Kane, last of the starting 11, we gave him a 9. Our man of the match. The decision to start him was completely vindicated, I believe, with those 2 goals pretty much getting us through this tie. Obviously, everyone's heart in their mouths after he went off, and we saw the ice pack on his leg. I'm guessing we'll find out later today the extent of that injury, but I think that Jose Mourinho seemed a bit calm after the game, thinking that he will be playing against Arsenal and only a big problem will keep him out of that Arsenal game. A little niggling knock he'll still be playing probably against Arsenal, but
as long as he's fit enough to take a penalty,
exactly.
On the pitch,
But in terms of Harry Kane's all-round display, he was absolutely everywhere. Everything good Tottenham were doing, he was pretty much central to not just attacking wise, but defensively as well. And picking up the ball from deep and playing his lovely lofted through balls around. So you know what I mean, Harry Kane absolutely head and shoulders above anyone on that pitch yesterday, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's always so excellent, isn't he? I thought a number of times as well, he's midway through the Zagreb half, trying to create things, trying to look for passes. He's in that half space on the right hand side, which he loves, to whip those balls across the face of goal. And unfortunately, couldn't really get an assist, but he's there poaching. He's poaching, he's creating, he's defending, he's just doing everything.
Everywhere.
He's just everywhere, Harry Kane, when he's in this kind of mood. And I think this is he's in the form of his life. He's one of his best seasons of his career. He's doing everything. Mourinho said he's ready to explode, and he's showing that at the moment. This whole season he's been showing it. I think he's been exceptional pretty much every game. Even when he's not scoring, you go back to that Man City game and 1-2-0, he got man of the match without even having a shot. Yeah. That's how good he was. Yeah. So I think Harry Kane, marvellous display. Got a couple of goals, 8 goals now in Europe this season. He hasn't even played that much in Europa League, yet he's still got 8 goals. He's like top goal scorer ever in a European campaign. That just goes to show how the quality of the man. Let's hope he's fit and firing for Sunday, and he can take this form into that game.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's just touch on the substitutes. Gareth Bell came on 64th minute for Eric Lamela. I thought Lamela was a bit unlucky to go off at that time, but as you say, he was tiring a bit during the game. Gareth Bell came on and provided positively, didn't he?
Yeah, nearly got an assist with his first touch. What a cross that was, outside of the boot, right to the far post, and Bergvine was there, the back post to volley, and just a bit weak, and the keeper made a save, but it could have been a great goal with the first touch. But yeah, Bell looked to make a positive impact. I thought he made a good difference to the squad. I thought when the free came on, I thought we upped the energy a bit, and we ended up pushing for that second goal, and we did end up getting it with a nice finish from Harry Kane, and I thought all 3 of them made a positive impact.
Steven Bergvine, he came on for Heung-min Son, and I thought as well he was good when he came on. I thought he was kind of direct in his play. I thought he was running at the defence. Potentially should have got a goal from that chance you were talking about.
It would have been a great volley. It
was obviously a hard chance, but if it goes in, you're talking about a brilliant goal. But you don't put it past Steven Bergvine to get that in. He's scored great goals for us in the past.
He hasn't scored yet this season.
He hasn't scored this season. I know that. But look, it's Steven Bergvine. I thought he was all right when he came on.
I think he looked confident. I think he was trying to take people on and trying to make things happen, trying to make an impact. And I don't think he was bad. Lucas Moura was a kind of bit of anonymous when he came on, I felt, but it didn't.
I still thought Lucas added a lot of energy to the team.
I think all three of them did. I thought all three of them added that extra energy. I thought Dele, Son, and Lamela were waning a bit, and he just freshened it up and it carried us over the line. We got that second goal, and I think also the way we attacked helped us defend as well because we kept up. Because of those substitutions, we kept up that pressure for 90 minutes, and it really didn't allow Zagreb any space to breathe or any movement in our half. And any time they did attack us, it was always from a counter-attack when they only had one or two men forward. And I thought we played really well at that.
Højbjerg came on 72nd minute for Tanguy and Ndombele. The only thing he did do was pretty much get booked. Do you reckon that was under instruction for Jose Mourinho?
People are saying that, yeah.
Because obviously it's been seen with Jose before to do this kind of thing. Obviously, Højbjerg is out for the next game. So if he would have not got a yellow card and been booked for the next game, he would have been out for the quarter-final first leg. Do you reckon that's straight out the Jose playbook?
Potentially. Did he get booked one? It was 2-0. It must have been. But look, we've seen this before from Jose. And also, I remember the yellow card, and it was a pretty cynical one. It was one where, he didn't really need to do it.
Yeah.
So
in the middle of the park.
Yeah, in the middle of the park. It did seem like he was left flat-footed and stuff. So, yeah, it was at 2-0. It was in the 85th minute. So,
yeah, because I think Højbjerg came on at 2-0.
At 2-0, yeah. So, maybe it was on purpose. You never know. You never know with Jose and Højbjerg. But having said that, I remember Ramos did it a couple of years back for Madrid, and it backfired as Madrid lost the second leg. So, who knows whether it's a good idea to do it. But Højbjerg did get booked, and maybe that was all part of Jose's plan.
And last but not least, Carlos Vinicius came on the last 5 minutes for Harry Kane, but not too much to note there, was there?
Well, he got a chance. He made a chance for himself in the last kick of the game, pretty much, didn't he?
That was a nice
nice run, and he probably will be a bit disappointed he didn't get a better effort on goal, because he could have, if he would have found the far corner, that would have been a great finish. I thought he did all right. He worked hard and won a few, competed well for the minutes he was on, and maybe he was unlucky not to get a goal, but yeah, it wasn't on for long.
And Jose Mourinho, I thought he dealt with everything pretty much spot on yesterday. I thought the team he picked was spot on. The changes he made was also spot on. Game management seems to be getting better from Jose Mourinho.
Maybe he could have taken off Kane a bit earlier.
Yeah, I guess so. But, probably not saying that if he doesn't have the ice pack on his leg after the game.
That's true. That's for sure. Everyone worried with that Kane ice pack. We just hope that he's completely, you want him 100% fit for that North London derby. Because 100% fit Kane is going to be completely on it for this one. And so going to the Emirates, he's going to need to be, because they're going to be aggressive, Arsenal. So that's just where the worry comes from. But I thought he did. I think he made the right decision starting with Kane and Son, and with the lineup. I thought he managed the squad really well, putting Bell on for only 20 minutes after his playing 3 games in a week was the right decision as well. Hopefully he'll be ready for the Arsenal game, and I think he's managing the squad well at the moment. 5 wins in a row, 1 goal conceded. Things maybe are starting to turn around for Spurs.
It looks that way. But look, that is our player ratings. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of our player ratings. Let me know your player ratings in the comment section below. We move on to the North London derby this weekend, so check out all our content revolving the North London derby coming out today and tomorrow, and then obviously the live watch along for the big game Sunday 4:30, as well as the post-match fan show as well. So a lot of content coming your way. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,
come on you Spurs.